Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean. I'm from Israel, and I'm reacting to Eurovision videos. And because we have some subscribers, so we decided to just get to know you guys a bit better, and just let you get to know me better as well. Um, so just like to share with you about the story. How I got that involved in Eurovision, and that actually, like, I don't think I had a choice with it. Like, I kind of grew up to it in a way. Um, so my parents watched it every year. So I remember since I was really, really young, like my sisters had these pages when they wrote and ranked the countries and they gave the scores, and like it was back then before we had apps and the scoreboard and all that. So yeah, they did it manually back then. So yeah, I remember really like growing into that, and that's how I was infected. Definitely infected. Um, so yeah, I mean, I remember I was really young, but I remember like early days song in a way. The one that is really like sticking hard in my brain, that was really like musically exposing me to this insanity, was when Diva by Dana International came out, and it was such a banger. And I think I was back then about 11. Yeah, about 11. And I remember listening to it like repeatedly. And it was the first time that my parents allowed me to stay up, because we had a feeling that it might win. So, yeah. And since then, it just became like I became obsessive. I mean, in a good way, yeah. Um, so the ones that really impacted me were 2003 winner Serta Renner. She is like for me like a goddess in Eurovision. That song is played till this day almost daily, by the way. Um, in my playlist. I love the song 2004. Ruslana was so epic. Um, I saw her one time in Israel when she performed, and I got to meet her, and it was like really exciting back then. Um, Elena Paparizou was also a big star that year. Or like actually, our representative was Shiri Maimon, and she was like, I think it was the most um, outstanding performance that Israel ever sent to Eurovision. Um, so yeah, but I was still happy for Elena because it was a beautiful song, massive hit, massive banger that won. Um, yes, and like we had some winners after, but like Dima Bilan and Lordi were great as well. Um, but Serbia was like one of my ever favorite songs ever in my life. I know it by heart, by the way. Like I really know the song by heart. I don't understand much of it, no, at all actually. Um, yeah, but I just listened to it so many times that I just learned the whole lyrics. Um, yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna say something that is like unpopular opinion, but I never really liked Euphoria. I mean, Lorraine is a great artist, but I never really liked Euphoria. Maybe because the hype was too strong that it just made me dislike the song. I don't know. Like, it's a nice song, but I didn't get the whole hype behind it. Um, Emily the Forest was and still in my playlist. Love, love, love her. Conchita, actually, with Conchita, like when the song came out and I saw the videos, I was not a fan. I'm not gonna lie, I was not a fan at all. It just seemed too weird. The studio version was not really nice to me, like to my ears. Um, but when I watched it live with my good friend Natalie, we both looked at each other and were like, "This wins!" Like it was just like that. And I'm so happy that it did. Um, some songs, you listen to the studio version and they just transmit in such a different way on the live stage and in the opposite way as well. And yeah, so Rise Like a Phoenix was one of them for me. I just fell in love with it deeply. And a year later, I got to meet Conchita in Israel. Um, and man, it was like a really fun experience. I'm not gonna go to this now. Um, then in 2015, actually, my winner entry was Italy. Maybe because I'm part Italian, so I was a bit biased. I don't know, but honestly, I think it was the most beautiful song. Though I was really happy for Sweden, and it is a great song. No one can say otherwise. But my winner was Italy. I gotta be honest. And 2016 was surprisingly as well because my winner was Russia. I loved Russia and Australia that year. Poland was really great entry. We had some really good songs in 2015, 16. We had really some really nice hits. Um, and I never even considered Ukraine as an option. Like the studio version didn't do much to me. I felt it's like meh. But again, the same thing that happened when it transmitted to the live stage in a different way. And I remember this Eurovision I watched with my ex and friends, and we were like 20, 30 people, I don't know. Everyone was sure that Russia is going to win because eventually Sergei is such a massive star and he has many fans all over the world. So we were sure he's going to win by the judges, by the public. And then Jamala went up on stage and my jaw dropped. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like really, my jaw dropped. And me and my good friend looked at each other and we were like, "This wins," like yeah, this was epic, 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 so moving. Um, yeah, I mean, Eurovision is supposed to be the most unpolitical contest, but it is the most political contest. Um, but it's not just like politically, like who I don't know. I'm not gonna go to politics, but whoever invaded who and whoever did this or did that and that. It's not just about this politics. It's about the environmental politics. Okay, I will explain soon what I mean by that. Um, so, 2016, Jamala won eventually. The voting system was a bit different, but still, it's a very worthy winner. I love the song. I listened to it a lot since then. And I still listen to Sergei's song as well. I love this song. So, um, 2017 was my first time ever live Eurovision. I was living in Budapest back then, and oh no, sorry, I lived in Singapore back then, and me and my really good friend from Israel, we had this dream of seeing Eurovision live. It's like a childhood dream. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even ask him. I'm just gonna book the tickets and put it as a fact, and that's it. That's what I do, and that's what I did. And Yeah, so I booked for us the hotel, um, the rooms, plane tickets, and the Eurovision tickets for semi-final and the finals. And that was a really amazing experience. I got to meet some of the artists that I really liked that year. I really loved Sweden that year. I really liked Switzerland that year, even though the live was, it sucked in a way. But anyway, I had some favorites, and but my winner that year was Denmark with Anya. I loved this song, and I met her, and she was such a sweet person. Um, yeah, and honestly, it's a matter of taste, but I was not into the winning song at all. Um, I just felt the artist really like disrespected the whole contest and the people, and like I don't know, I just don't like, I didn't like him, I don't like the song. Nothing personal, I love Portugal. um, it brought me there the year after. So I really love Portugal and the people and the culture, and that's what is so exciting about Eurovision, because it's allowing you to explore different cultures and countries and languages, and to visit those countries and places. Um, so 2018, I lived in Budapest, and I think 2018 was also like a really big burst in the Eurovision reactions. And one, I mean, we had some reactions before, but the trend become really viral and strong after Toy came out by Neta, and people just start to take videos of themselves reacting to it, and this exploded. And I think this was the first one that really was like pushing the reactions. And I remember the first time I listened to it with my best friend, and we were like, "What is that? What we just listened to? What is happening here?" But immediately we loved it. We believed in it. And yeah, so I had a really good feeling that it might win. I was not like sure it's gonna win. Um, I loved Fuego also from the first time I heard it, this song, and I was so pissed that it was really bad, like in bookings, during that time until the rehearsals, it was really like low bottom. Um, yeah, and I was like thinking, should I go to Eurovision this year? Not go because I was busy and like so many things happened. And eventually, I told my ex back then that I'm like, I gotta go. Like, either way, you're gonna come with me or stay at home. I'm going to Lisbon. Like, I don't care. So we went there, and it was like really the last minute thing. I bought a very, 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 very expensive ticket, um, and I was in Portugal for like 4 days, and I cannot even explain what is the feeling of being in the arena when your country actually wins Eurovision. For those who are really into Eurovision, I mean, it's in some countries that never won at all. I mean, you can imagine just the feeling of your country wins the biggest music competition in the world, and you're there experiencing this crazy experience. So yeah, I was in Lisbon, and my ex was like, "Okay, I'm coming, but I'm not going to this show. I'm not putting that amount of money on this." I'm like, "Okay, I don't care." Yeah, so eventually he stayed at the hotel and watched it from there, and I went alone to the arena, and I saw some people there, and we got along, and it was really a nice experience. I met people from Australia and Denmark, I remember Finland and Israel and the US and Brazil and Spain, so many people from different parts of the world, and Italy, and yeah, we got really, we became like a big group. Um, and that's the thing with Eurovision. That's what people don't understand. It's not just about the music contest or cultures and stuff. It's the only competition in the world when you will see people holding the flag of your country and they have nothing to do with your country just because they support the song. When the person next to me held an Israeli flag and was like talking to that person in Hebrew, I was sure it's an Israeli person. And sorry, I don't speak that language. And I'm like, oh, I thought so because you are holding the flag. They're like, yeah, I just really support the song. So I was blown away. Honestly, I was blown away. And it's the only place in the world where thing like that can happen. That people from different countries just support other countries in that way and spreading free love. And yeah, that's why this contest must last. And we must spread free love. Okay, we have enough hate. We have enough problems in the world, too many crazy things happening in different parts of the world. I'm not going there at all, but you guys know what I mean. So we need to spread some more love, more tolerance, and educate ourselves and research ourselves, and not rely on biased media and stuff like that. Um, no matter what is the context, if you want to have an opinion about something, research by yourself. Don't count on others. And yeah, and the thing was on that Eurovision that um, we didn't see the screens that good. The screens were like a bit dark, and I was sitting like in front rows, really close to the stage, but like the screen was really dark. We barely understood anything from what they're saying. In the voting process, like my heart was beating like crazy, and I didn't understand what is happening. I didn't see the scores of the like on the scoreboard. Sorry, I didn't see the points. I didn't understand what is going on. Not just me, anyone next to me. We were all really confused. We were really confused, didn't understand what is happening. And yeah, and then I was sure that when they announced Cyprus as the winner, I didn't understand that it's like happening in between them. And I was like, damn it, we were so close. We were so close. Like, I was happy for Eleni, but I loved Eleni from many years ago before. But still, I was upset for my country. I wanted to win. And then I saw Neta is coming, and I was like, what is going on here? And then we understood that she won, and I was like ecstatic. I didn't understand what is happening. I will never be able to express the feeling I had when I understand that we won. I cannot even describe that in words. Um, if your country won Eurovision and you were in the arena, you gotta know. Unless you're from Sweden and it's like easy cheesy peasy for you, No, I'm joking. Um, so yeah, and then we had a really great night. We celebrated in Neta's hotel, and it was really fun. And I was like crazy about it, about this night, and I will never forget it for the rest of my life. Honestly, it was really living, like making your dream come true. And yeah, the year after, so Eurovision was in Tel Aviv in Israel, and I had tickets for all the semi obviously for all the shows. Um, that was a really really well done Eurovision in aspects of um, cultural elements, production elements, innovation elements, many things that happened. The songs were really good that year. I was really struggling with finding my favorite that year, so I had a few of them. And we had a great winner. I really enjoyed that experience, and we had Madonna as well. And I'm telling you, like I'm a big Madonna fan. I met her once in Israel. I got to really like talk to her and stuff. She's really amazing, living legend and really nice, sweet person. But in Eurovision, I felt that when she, I mean, I always had this fantasy like if Madonna or Britney perform in Eurovision, how it's gonna look like, or even Kylie. And when they announced that she's actually performing, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna see that live. My brain will explode. And I imagine, like very upbeat, fun performance, like she knows to deliver. And eventually, when she came up, the energy was so heavy and intense that all the energy of before from here went to here, like really down. It just was very heavy. Everyone in the arena were like, "What is happening here?" So yeah, but still, it was really nice evening, and we had Euro Club in Tel Aviv, and I remember going to that party after. And, sorry, and Emily the Forest performed, and we had a really great night. Um, yeah, and then we had COVID, and COVID was a disaster. I could never imagine like a year exists without Eurovision because half of the year is POD. Yeah, it's the post depression Eurovision. Um, it's actually, sorry, it's PED. Yeah, post Eurovision depression. Okay. Um, yeah, and 2021, we had a great year that year. I loved Serbia. I loved Italy. I loved Azerbaijan. Was like one of my favorites ever. Um, yeah, that was really dope. 2022 was okay, an okay year. Sorry, and 2023 we went to um, Liverpool. We were a big group of friends. We really enjoyed. We've been to London for a few days. Then we took a private car to Liverpool, and we had a really nice time. If you're going to Manchester, I really recommend you to go to Karen's Diner. It's going to be a really fun experience with your friends. Just don't tell them what is happening. If you don't know what Karen Diner is, Google it up. Trust me, you will thank me later. It's really fun. So yeah, so that year we had Noah Kiril, and she is the biggest pop star in Israel. Um, and yeah, I mean, when Unicorn came out, I was a bit disappointed. I didn't like know I had so many hits back then, and this was a bit like a downgrade. But it grew up on me with the time, and eventually in the live show, she was phenomenal, really phenomenal. Yeah, and I really enjoyed the Eurovision. I was also in the arena there. It was really amazing. Oh, sorry, I forgot Spain from the year before. Oh my God, this was my winner, 2022. Yeah, I gotta say, it's still my winner of that year. Um, and then, yeah, and then we had last year. I was very confused, honestly. I was sure Croatia is going to win. Sure, like without a doubt. And I was sure it's going to be a massive televote banger, and the judges will appreciate it as well. We didn't have a rock song in English that won in like a long time. Um, and only in the live show, I understood that Switzerland really had a chance to also be like on the top, and France as well was epic. Um, but with it, I think, and really, I swear to you guys, I'm a very objective person. I know when to say about something that is, and when to say it was good. That year, last year, I think that Eden from Israel had the most beautiful song that I have listened from Eurovision that is much bigger than Eurovision in a long time. And I mean, eventually she ended up in a really nice position, top five. It's really good. I mean, it's respectable. She won the semifinal. She was the second runner-up in the televote, but I just don't like with the um, biased politics things. Like seriously, this is not a place. The world is full of hate and full of problems. We just need this one tiny hope to hold on to that we can just rely on music with. And when I saw the judges ignoring her in that way, it was heartbreaking. Honestly, I tell you guys, it was heartbreaking. I'm not even going to the reasons why yes or why not. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Um, but eventually, you judge a song and you don't judge a country. You're not a judge of the court. You don't judge of the people. You don't understand the complexity of what is going on. You just read about it in like articles in the news or in TikTok or whatever. You don't know really what is happening. Um, so I advise you all to research by yourself before you make decisions about what is happening. Because I don't think in any way, no matter what you feel about that country, um, is right to boo a 20-year-old girl that has nothing to do with the reason why you hate this country. This girl is innocent, naive. She didn't do nothing wrong. She didn't harm anyone. There is no reason why to do that. And whoever did that, and if you're watching, you can go and okay. Um, if you have no compassion and no empathy for a 20-year-old girl that tried to um, express her emotions and her song, and you think that by booing her you will achieve your goal, you're deluded, you're delusional. You need to hospitalize yourself in a clinic and never go out to public. That's my honest thought. It doesn't matter if where she's from, what she did, which country she represent. um, I don't always like agree about political situations in the world, but I would never in my life imagine booing someone from that kind of place in the world, no matter where it's from. No matter where it's from. I will not boo someone. It's just so rude, disrespectful, deluded, and unless this person is connected to harming people in a way, then it's a different thing. But she did nothing. She's a 20-year-old girl that dreamt to be a singer and perform in the biggest music stage in the world. So what did they achieve by that? I don't understand. Like you feel fulfillment by doing that, then you are a crazy person, and we don't want you in society. We don't. We don't. You need to lock yourself and don't leave home or the clinic that you hospitalized in. Um, so yeah, it was important for me just to share with you a bit about what I feel and about my journey with Eurovision with the years. Um, I sacrifice a lot to go to Eurovisions. Um, it's the thing that really keeps me um, going in like rough times, and I've been through some rough times with everything that happened during the last year in Israel with the conflict and all that. No matter on which political side you are on the map, remember that people are just people eventually, and people are not choosing where to be born at or what religion to be born with. So just spread more love. The essence of Eurovision is free love. It's free love, and it doesn't matter where the people are from. Don't hate. Don't hate. There is much more complexity with the situations than you think. It's not generic. It's not plain. It's not just like one thing. Um, and I think eventually the good will win. It's always was like that. Yeah, and that's it. If you have any questions or feedbacks about anything, we can have a respectful dialogue. I really like to hear diversity of people's opinion. You don't always have to agree with me. It's completely fine. I will respect your opinion. Even if you don't like my opinion, it's okay. Just be respectful and remember we are all human and we all have our perspectives and feelings about things, and it's completely normal. And stop with the hate. Like the fandom of Eurovision became so um, poisonous and demonic. Like I don't know what drives these people to spread so much hate about different countries or artists. I never even if I did have this artist that I don't really like, but to waste my time and go all over the internet and talk bad about this artist is disgusting. It's just disgusting. Um, yeah. So one more thing I wanted to say that I forgot that in 2020, well, I'm so bad with years and numbers. My God. Okay, let me check it for a second. When was it? Um, let's see. It was, yeah, 2022. Actually, my favorite song that year was Albania, and I was heartbroken when it didn't qualify. I was heartbroken when I saw the live show, and I was sure it's going to be top two, top three, with Chanel and the UK. That's what I had in mind. Um, yeah, and I was just really heartbroken. And that year we had Israel calling. We had some of the artists in Israel, and I was working with the local Eurovision website, and I went to interview the artists, and I met them all, and it was fabulous, fabulous. And I interviewed Ronella for like 30 minutes in a video. If someone wants to see it, I can just put it here as well. Um, and it was really really fun and nice experience. That's it. Beyond that, I really love to listen to Greek music, Turkish music. I'm really all about these cultures, Greek and Turkish, and um, yeah, that's it pretty much. So I'm happy if you stayed until now here. So um, yeah, I'll be more than happy to get to know you guys. If you like the channel, feel comfortable to subscribe, like, comment, follow on the social medias if you want to contact me directly. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. And remember, until the next time we meet, you need to eat, drink, breathe, sleep, and wake up to Eurovision. See you.